Greetings and welcome back to the Insanity. In case you might hear it, and in case I might sound a little bit different, I was out running earlier today and I think I got a bit of a pollen allergy. I hope it's not the virus, the you know what. But yeah, fingers crossed. So, this is episode 100. Welcome to episode 100. It's been a wild ride, and I've been thinking about what I should do in this episode. And I think that it actually will be a pretty boring and normal episode, more or less. Although, last time we left off, first of all, we fixed drilling fluid 1, which has provided us with a fair amount of tar. So this was a good idea. We should obviously have done this way sooner. Lessons learned. We also fixed a couple of drill heads, which we have over here, to have a dedicated area for them. Apparently they need a bit of radar coverage as well. But well, we fixed the thing with the depot to make it automatically reset when something has items or fluids in it. We cleaned up the old Halesias and we cleaned up this crossing where we essentially are right now. So that's what we are going to continue with actually. So the reason for why I decided to just make this more or less a regular episode is that I kind of like to focus on the future instead of the horrible madness that lies behind us. I was considering like, should I make something like watching the 10 first episodes in like quick speed or something like that? And I've decided to kind of not do that actually. At least not for now. So episode 100 will not really be much different than episode 99 or episode 101 or anything. It's just a number kind of. But who knows, maybe in the future there will be some kind of special looking back and seeing what the hell we did wrong in all those hours spent kind of thing. So yeah. And this is gonna be one heck of a mess. What is even these things? So it's been asked to me, what are we going to use this latex for? Like, shouldn't this be closely connected to the rubber? And while there is a point in that, I think that latex is actually, it's used in a number of different recipes for future machines. Which is kind of why I want to have it dedicated area for it for now, because it will definitely be provided to LTN at some point, more or less. So that's why we will just have a dedicated area for it. So this is latex item requester. And that means that this is the item provider. Do we have a warehouse? Of course we do. And since this is a provider, we should use a multi-provider. That's what it's called. And it appears like I'm going to need to actually connect some electric poles here. Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me some electricity over here. Okay, so Latex should obviously be going down here. And here we should have a couple of rail signals is what we should have, so that we can see what's really like the difference. Oh, and we do need to fill in this part, please. Just any exit is good enough for now. Is this my train? It very much looks like my train, actually. Then I better jump into it, because that way it's much faster to fix these kind of things. Look at that. Beautiful. And as I was saying, at this point I kinda just want to focus on having any available exit here. Which is kind of why I'm just building this for now, so that there is at least one exit out of here. Then we will fill up the other exits later on. Now, I'm gonna ask the good old question, where is my car? And the answer is probably I have no clue. Which is why I'm just going to take the highway or something. Actually, I should probably add some more highway. Thank you, Nextly Tiles. You have been very helpful. Because I know that we have a bit of a problem over here, because we have things on the wrong side of the belt, and when things are on the wrong side of the belt, it turns out that nothing happens. So that's why we're fixing that. Thank you very much. This should mean that we should be getting some red science soon. Green science, I mean. Apparently I'm also colorblind. And sneezing coming. Okay, I actually managed to mute that one. Good. Now, let's see. I really hope I don't have a certain virus and it's just some pollen allergy. I've heard that here in Sweden, the pollen values this year are incredibly high. So even if you're not allergic, you still might sense it. But the fact that I am pollen allergic, or at least used to be, have been at some point, probably doesn't help. So, give me some water over here, please. Because these things need water, apparently. And then they also need electricity. Thank you. Here, you made these at some point, probably, in your life. So, here we have limestone. Now we're gonna request stone and seaweed for this. And please note that I am actually saying requesting, because we don't need to have it in this area. Now what's this? Creamy latex. Sure thing. Didn't I build? No, of course I didn't. Okay. So, setting up a train station over here should be fairly easy. We need a couple of green wires. And please consider this a maximum train length of 2. And then consider yourself to seaweed 2000 because we have a shit ton of seaweed. And stone also 2000 because we essentially have a shit ton of stone as well. And then please. Holy crap, my nose is running. Maybe it turns out that recording a Factorio episode while having a cold or whatever this is might not have been the best of ideas, but oh well, that's for those who wanted episode 100 to be special in some way. This is what I can provide to you. A YouTuber who's gone cold, or something. That doesn't sound as nice actually. Okay, so how fast are you? 5 seconds. These things move 2 items at a time. Should be okay. Now let's see what else of things we kind of... Oh. Of course. Here, you made those instead. Thank you. Okay, so that's sodium alginate. Now we need the creamy latex formic acid. And I can't quite remember how I did this, but I'm pretty sure that maybe this had something to do with it. Yes, look at this, formic acid. So what we need is iron and copper to go up here. Iron, copper. Or actually, yes, iron, copper. Oh, thank you, research. It was about time. Now we are finally researching Ulrichs, which will help us get a better way to make manure, which is one of the things that are most problematic at this point. It's kind of the blocker for everything. Oh, right, maybe I should request these things as well. Iron plates, a bunch. Copper plates, also a bunch. Okay, so then this thing will come from somewhere. With somewhere being from over here at this point. Oh, and is it maybe so possible that this is the other thing I need? It is! How great is that? Then I kind of hope that this pipe ends here, and it does. How good is that? So just removing these pipes, because now, dear pipes, you may go over here instead. And now we have all the ingredients we need here, I think. So why are you... Oh, you... I see, you need some steam. Sure thing, we can fix that. Because it just so happens that somewhere we are providing coal dust, which makes for an excellent fuel. So I'm just going to ask you to provide some coal dust here to me. And how are you doing with this? I had that feeling. Yeah, I had that feeling. This is not good. It turns out that we don't have any... Oh. That's not surprising. How about now? Okay, trains, are you moving? Are things happening? I think they are moving. Yes, things are happening. Turns out that in order to actually request materials, it helps if there is a path for the trains to get there. Alright, good. What the hell is this kind of belt? What are you doing here? You don't need to be here. Get out. And now the latex provider looks so much smaller than it used to be, kind of. Which is good. So then we kind of need to fix something else as well, because if you happen to be requesting something, it helps kind of. If you're also if you are providing something, it helps if you are also requesting it somewhere else. And I have absolutely no idea what belt this is, but I'm going to move it a bit. It's actually probably the belt for the green science results, which we should definitely move into LTN at some point. Keyword some point. Meaning not today. In the words of Arya Stark, not today. Maybe Arya didn't play Factorio when she said those words, but yeah. Okay, so I need some rails. Okay, this feels like a very, very dirty hack, but I'm okay with it. I mean, I have robots, they can deal with that. Okay. There we go. Is there a room for a train station here? I believe there is. There is most definitely. Rubber item requester, something, something. And these are very much in the way. Because I need a warehouse over here and things are still in the way, surprisingly enough. Which is why I'm going to switch to big electric poles that are very much less in the way. Please connect those as well, thank you. And what the heck is this belt? I don't know, it's some kind of belt. Wants to move some things. How big is this warehouse? Too big. Very well. Only one thing to do then, I guess. That is to either untangle or tangle elsewhere. Not sure which actually we are doing, but it will work. It will be fine. No problems. There we go. Perfect. Now we still need to deal with this little pipe though. There we go. Thank you. Consider this to provide a have a maximum train length of 2, and then also have, what are we having here? We are having latex minus 1000, or what the heck, 2000. And I'm going to need a bunch of inserters. First to take things out of the train, and then a filter inserter to say that, hey, I want latex here. Just in case we are going to request other things here. And as for these things, nah, you know what? Let's empty that one first. Okay, good. And let's see. Green wire, please. Thank you very much. Now that should work eventually when we have things. Oops. Okay, why am I not surprised? Not the first time I break an important power pole, and it will certainly not be the last. Great! We got a delivery. Very nice. I think that's all we need to deal with here at this point. So, okay, now we need to fix something with the old green science. No, red science. Oh dear me, dear my nose. I'm sorry about this, but damn. Well, I'm not apologizing for being sick, but everyone can be sick. I'm apologizing for being sick while streaming on YouTube. Okay. So this basic substrate thing needs to have some moss, basically. But it just so happens that we are actually providing moss to LTN. And it just so happens that this is a very slow path. But okay, we made it. Oh dear me. Moss. Okay. I need to request some moss, of course. I know that we are already providing it because we built a seaweed and moss provider a while ago. While I could just share belt with the other thingy, and by other thingy I mean wood. I don't want to do that. I would like this moss to have a belt on its own. Thank you. And you can actually, yeah, you can stop doing stuff there. Thank you. So as you can see, we should at some point move these things. It's not a lot, but it's, yeah, it's a bit of stuff essentially that needs to be moved. No surprise there, I guess. Just, yeah. That's why we have this big refactoring project essentially to move stuff. Surprise, surprise. Okay, okay, sure. Dead ends, why not? So that's taken care of, hopefully. Now let's go and deal with some Rhalesias actually. Because it just so happens that I have a couple of Rhalesia plantations on me. And I just happen to know that, oh my god, come on. I just happen to know that there is a small problem that we need to deal with near the Rhalesia place. And this is a lot of stuff. So how about we just do that? And you can have a logistic filter of wooden chests, basically avoid having anything there at all. But while I'm here, I might as well pick up some more transport belts, because I like transport belts. And hey, inserters, why not? Good. Now that that's taken care of, let's go to the Helesia land. Spaghetti land is on its way to be deconstructed, but we still have a far way to go. So many four-way crossings to deal with. And speaking of four-way crossings, I think I'm pretty sure that I know that these are four-way crossings by now. So I don't need these to tell me that these are four-way crossings. Okay, Helesia land. So one problem here is that this green wire is not connected. Needs to be connected to the output of the arithmetic combinators. And it also just happens that I have a couple of Helesia farms, plantations. So I'm just going to expand this production a little bit. Mostly actually to get rid of the Helesia plantations in my inventory. But also because this is one of the things that we definitely need. And let's see. Helesias, come on. Need something to kickstart these things with. And some electricity, please. Can't do much without electricity. Going to need some more Helesias. Just so happens that we have a bunch of them here. I'm very glad that I set up this area for Helesias. Should have centralized this a long time ago. Probably like everything else. There's a lot of things that we should have done a long time ago, essentially. And that's kind of the problem, that there's only so much you can do at a time. I'm sure Factorio players will understand. What are we missing? We are missing simple circuit boards. Of course. Because that's usually what we are missing these days. I guess. Oh, you need some water as well. Fine. Can help with that. Okay. And my god, sorry, you also need water. There we go, here you kind of made this. Okay, I think that's it for the Helesia plantation for now. Now it's time to go somewhere else. Where does this lead to? Not exactly where I wanted to go, but close, I guess. Because now we are going to add Helesias to starch. Which might sound like something we have been using before, and it's true, we did use this recipe a long while ago. But now we will do it a bit differently, because now, this time we will not be requesting Helesias themselves, we will be requesting Helesia seeds. And about like 1,000 of them maybe? Yeah, make it 1,000, okay. Because the thing is that we kind of need these things for, well, actually right now we need the sand. And that might very much be because we need some more water in these pipes. So let's add some more water into these pipes. Seems like a reasonable thing to do. So thank you very much for the advice. This was suggested to me in an earlier comment, and it turns out that eventually they were right. Okay, where were we? Right, we need more starch, because starch is a very key ingredient to not only drilling fluid type 2, but also for oak food, which we kind of need more of. So I'm going to try and move this process, I think. Solid separator. But what are you? Oh, you are a powdered Ralesia seeds, of course. Okay, sure. So first we need to have Ralesia seeds over here. Can be fixed here. Perfect. Well, maybe not entirely optimal, but hey. It's not the worst hack we have done over the past 100 episodes. Jeez. 100 freaking episodes. Can you imagine? Well, hopefully you can, because maybe you have watched them all, or at least some of them, or at least some. If you have been with us, with me, over the past 100 episodes, I would like to thank you very much. Maybe thank you and blame you, because oh my god, this is quite a bit of work. But it feels exciting, it feels interesting actually to do these episodes. It's definitely a new experience for me. I've realized that these days I am producing more YouTube material than I am consuming actually. Many thanks to these episodes. And we probably don't need that many inserters there. So how about something like this? This is with that and this is without that. Then I think this should also be with that. And I muted another sneeze. Let's see. Oh, dear me. Okay, this is where the ugly hack starts to show, I guess. What do you get out? Move. Let's see. Okay, now you are producing those, which is good. But I'm kind of interested in maybe this other one also producing some. Would be nice. Can I? Yeah. This seems like an easy approach for that. So please. Yeah. Not the nicest thing, but sure. It's kind of like my cold or whatever this is. It's not the nicest thing, but it is what it is. I'm hoping that this should provide us with quite a bit more starch. So much starch apparently that it's almost covering the belt. Should be fine eventually. Okay, I gotta check what's next. Right. Now it's time to go to the Favagaia production. And not just any Favagaia production. This Favagaia production that is close to the iron production. Because I think that this is still for some reason requesting manure, which honestly it should stop doing. And I would kind of like to get rid of this area. I did stop using that, exactly. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? Consider this experiment or station end of life or something. Because now we are going to centralize all this to the other Favagaia production. Thank you. So much cleanup work. So much cleanup work. But it will be better in the end sometime, hopefully. The main reason why I'm doing this, by the way, is because this Favagaia production was stealing a lot of manure. And I don't like that. There are other places where manure can go, essentially. Oh dear me. Okay, these are no longer working. So what I will be doing is just to request iron ore here, which I am kind of already doing. Oh, see, look at that. We have iron ore. What we're currently missing kind of is mainly copper ore, which is probably because we are missing lubricants, which is probably because we... for that one we might just have too few machines producing anything. Okay, so this is... You know what? This is just unused. Actually, it's more than that. It's copper and iron processing unused at this time. Okay, good. Clean up, clean up, clean up, and clean up. Now let's see how many belts I can bring with me. Quite a bunch. The rest, I guess I will just be leaving here for the time being. So, can you guess where we should go next? Yes, exactly. We are going to the Favagaia Central Production Area to set up these things over there. Oh. And then there are a couple of other issues that we very much need to deal with. Because as it turns out, I am a complete idiot. No surprise there. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? We have some Favogaya. How about you take this? How about you also take this? Oh, I even have some of these. How nice. Is this the best recipe? Yes, it is. And we might as well, while we are here, produce more of these. Now, of course, these are the two Favogaya thingies that I got from the iron area. Okay. Water comes in from this side, so here it's just output, plain and simple. Very nice. Couldn't be easier. Oops, that might be a thing. When you are expanding things, it does help to have inserters. I recall having said this before. Okay, nice. Now that that's out of the way, how about we put up some atomizers over here? And naturally we will kind of want to deal with this Favogaya first, and since this is a very useful little mushroom, I recall Favogaya. What can you be used for? Oh my god, so many things. So, food, iron ore, sulfur. Can make sulfur out of this? Nothing me against. Frau. Well, that's not interesting. Biomass or raw coal, maybe at some point. Aromatics. Now that's a pretty interesting one actually. And a whole bunch of other things that we don't quite have access to yet. But let's start with, say, 3 of these for iron, and then maybe actually 1 for sulfur. Because essentially, yeah, why not? And you should definitely prioritize the left. Oh dear. Fuel, okay, right. Well, it just so happens that we apparently have coal dust here. Why do I have coal dust here? Sure, why not? Now we have even more coal dust here. Soon, maybe. Or not. I don't know. Coal dust. Coal dust is a very good little fuel source. It hasn't always been like this, naturally, but it is like this now. Let's see. This is an input, so let's be consistent and have it over here. And you can go over there, and you can go over there, and then you should have some input here as well. And then how about some output, please? And let's see. Input. More inputs. And some outputs. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One, 2, 3, and some big electric poles. And a 1, 2, and a 3. And then please proceed to the exit and follow and await further orders. More or less. Something. So this is iron ore, and when that is less than... Yeah, I'm gonna want a red wire here, because I like red wires. Oops. Because the way I use wires is that red wires can be negative. So this will show as following. Because sulfur minus 2000 maybe, and iron ore. I'm going to need a lot of iron ore probably, so how about minus 4000? And Favagaia minus a shit ton. I think I have around 10,000 at this point. Yes, exactly. So sulfur, iron ore, Favagaia, and then this should be 0. Favagaia less than 0, and then we just need to connect this one. Good. And yeah, how about over here? Thank you. Oh dear me. So this will assist our other providers in producing iron ore and sulfur and a bunch of other things. So yeah, that's nice. Then I kind of think maybe that I would like to have this as a provide priority of -1, because this should not be the first option for most things. Especially not iron ore and sulfur. Maybe, I don't know. Okay. That's that. I would like to fix a small thing up at the manure production. Because the way I did this previously is that when there was 200 manure available, a request was being sent to the Favagaia thing producer near the iron, because that had a requester threshold of 200, but instead I would like to use a provider threshold of 200, so that this one will send out requests of manure a bit more often. Good. Now here comes the fun part, for some values of fun. Because I think that this drill head production is quite a bit of a mess. to be honest. I'm pretty sure it's become a bit of a mess at this point. Because we are missing chromium. Now, can you guess why we are missing chromium? I'll give you a hint. This might have something to do with it. Over the past hour, we have been, well, actually we've been producing 4.8 per minute and consumed 2.4 per minute. But over the past 10 hours, see the spiking production here, or consumption, we used 62 per minute. And that's what's when we added this area. So this area is consuming a shit ton of chromium plates because of these drill heads. So what we need to do is, you guessed it, increase our production of chromium. And I need to get some rails. I for sure need to get some rails. And actually, there's one thing I would like to fix in the mall before that. Because a long while ago I turned off the production of, or I turned off the providing of construction robots in favor of logistic robots. And now I would like to change that again. Let's see, what do we have here? We have cargo Pinobots being requested there. Now, how about another Pinobot? A construction Pinobot being requested here. Oh. That should mean that we will be producing some more Pinobots, hopefully. But the big problem here is, as always, simple circuit boards, because we are missing urea, because we are missing shit ton of stuff, actually. Here we have some urea consumption, and this also needs to be refactored like everything else. And at this moment we do not have any blood. Actually, we do have blood, but that doesn't have any. Oh, we are missing coke. Why are we missing coke? Oops, that doesn't have any power. I assume that's bad. Okay, that's actually not too bad. Aha! Yeah, that's something. Someone broke things, and I think that someone is probably me. Oh, there's 81 simple circuit boards here. Yeah, actually I would like to have those. Thank you. I was considering donating them to some construction production, but my own benefit is more important than that. Let's go to my parking, and on the way we will fix this little belt mishap and then get some more rails. I'm stopping. Okay, let's see, where was I? Where is that? There it is. Problem fixed. Coke will now be provided again. Sorry about that. And sure, I can fix this as well. Or actually, don't I have this production at the mall? Kinda think I do. So let's turn this off. And not on again, only off. Good. Now there's my train. We still have a bit of a glass shortage. I don't like that. It's not because of the methane though, it's because we molten glass basically. Right. So what I wanted to fix was rails. Just so happens I know a place. And I also happen to know that I can continue deconstructing things here. 19 AUGs. Cool. Good. Oh dear me. Wow. Okay, sure. Okay. How about you come over here, maybe? Can you just take stuff away from me as well, please? Come on. I have too much shit. Way too much shit. But I don't even have any space left in my... Ugh. Oh god. No space in any inventory. See, I need more robots, essentially. I have 51 logistic robots, 40 construction robots, and it's nowhere near enough. That's basically what I can tell you. I mean, okay, so let's take a look at where we should build this new construction. And first of all, let's see what it is actually that we need and what we are going to build. We are going to deal with chromium. Say like 1 per second, something approximately. And is this the correct recipe? Chromium. Five chromium. Five chromium. Chromite, sand, coke, limestone, carbon dioxide. Limestone, sand casting, and carbon dioxide. Yes, I would like to go with the sand casting version. Limestone, not a problem. Sand casting, not a problem. Carbon dioxide, sure, whatever. Chromite sand. This is kind of where the fun begins, almost, maybe. Okay. And then we're gonna need some chromites. And then please turn on the matrix solver while I fix my nose again, because it continues to run. Yes, okay, dear me. And then we just need some chromite grade 1, it seems. Which we can get in these ways. What's this? Hydrocyclone. Chromite grade 4. Partly we don't need that. I don't know, do we? Chromite sound, chromite grade 3. Grade 4 sounds better. Grade 4. Chromite reacts, grade 3. Might be an ordering thing, naturally. So how about we use this order, kind of, approximately. grade 2, chromium ore. Okay, how about now? What? Chromite grade 1. What the hell am I doing? This does not quite seem right. But then again, I think I missed a step here somewhere. Chromite rejects. Can I have some chromite rejects, please? Wait, there's no other. What? Okay. Grade 4, grade 4. Rejects, rejects, rejects. Grade 1. Grade 2. Do I have any consumption of grade 2? I do. It's there, okay. How about now? Okay, this does not really make any sense. Because I'm pretty sure that I should use the whole chain, so whatever, that's just what I'm going to do. But the question is, where do we build it? And that's honestly a very good question. We do have free space over here. So that's what I'm going to use. But first of all, let's make sure that we have all the things. Oh, thank you, robots, finally. That wasn't so hard, was it? Here, take these small electric poles, and please, I would like some more fast inserters. Okay. So I'll have to pin this. And let's see, I need a casting unit. Yeah, let's just go with one solid separator. What now? Ah, dear me. No? Just throwing away some stuff here that I probably, hopefully don't need right now. Micloria gets out. Okay. Now let's see, solid separator. And another solid separator. Of course. Hydrocyclone. Ball mill. Screener. Ugh. Do I have some more seaweed somewhere? Oh, look at this, even better. No, that's moss. Okay. I must have some seaweed. It's not every day I say this, but I have such a shortage now of simple circuit boards that it's just bananas. Oh, I see seaweed. Thank you. So that's the ball mill. Now then the screener. And then impact crusher and yaw crusher. I need copper. Very well. Something is beeping. It's beeping very softly. And I'm honestly not sure what it is. It's probably like an overflow of something. Somewhere. No train to transport items found in depots. Sure. That doesn't explain what's beeping though. Is it possible that maybe it's this thing? Nope, it's not that thing. Something is beeping and I don't know what. Hopefully it's not too annoying, because I don't really know what to do about it at this point. So, that's why I'm just simply going to move somewhere else. Namely down here where we should set up this new production. What is that mysterious ticking noise? Kinda catchy. Snape, Snape, Severus Snape, Dumbledore. I hope you know what I'm referring to. Otherwise, I just seemed like a complete idiot, but hey, that's okay. That's some good old classic. I think it's that video is like 20 years old or something. Probably one of the first like really viral YouTube videos. These days it feels like more or less every video that you encounter is viral. Except mine, naturally. Sob. Well, not really. Imagine if a Factorio YouTube video would go viral. Can't see that happening. Can really not see that happening. So, let's see here. We have a warehouse. And we have a rail signal in between these. And we have another warehouse maybe, if just in case kind of we would need it. Not sure if we actually need that, but whatever. So, bringing these things up so that we build them in order, kind of, maybe. First of all, a yaw crusher. And it might actually be helpful that as we build this, would be helpful if we had any ores, of course. So, I'm going to look for some ores. What's that beep? I honestly don't know what that beeping thing is. I know it's an alarm I put somewhere because I tend to put alarms at places. But I don't know. I just don't know. Thank you, Chromium. Please go back. Not there. I don't see anything on the map that indicates anything. It's probably an alarm that I just have, but didn't Oh, what? Okay. Left provider copper and iron processing with missing cargo. Okay, I can live with that. Where do you think you're going? Thank you. Oh dear me. Okay, and go into here, please. Okay, so now then, let's make sure that everything works here. First of all, we need to have a constant combinator. That should handle a maximum string length of 2, feels like I've said that before, and it should provide absolutely nothing. It's actually something I probably forgot to set up in a couple of previous train stations in this episode, I just realized. Now Chromium ore. How about we have like 5,000 or something? A bunch, essentially. Not too much, not too little. As we say in Swedish, lagom. It's one of the more famous Swedish words. Things should be lagom. Not too much, not too little. Surprised actually that other languages don't seem to have a word for that. And this should probably be a filter inserters for Chromium ore. I love that little trick. Fortunately, I can't do more things with that now then. So, actually, let's scale this direction instead. Feels better. Chromium ore, thank you. That's out of the way. And then let's see here. We have grade 1. Where should grade 1 go? Chromite grade 1. Yeah, this is the question, kind of. Chromite sand. How do I make chromite sand? Either one chromite grade 1 or 2 chromite grade 3, 1 chromite grade 4. And some locked recipes. And some more locked recipes. Okay, so grade 3 and grade 4 does seem like the best way. No surprise there, kind of. So grade 1, nope. Not gonna happen. Instead, what we're going to do is to use the chromite grade 1 in this little thing, whatever this is. And we are indeed also going to deal with this stone things. It should be sorted out to the right. So many things. See, I knew this train station would be helpful. Okay. Grade 2 and grade 3. Chromite, grade 2. go to left. Grade 3 go to right. Or something like that. Chromite grade 1, grade 2 and grade 3. Grade 2 should become grade 1 again. I don't need that much space, this should be enough. And no, I still haven't figured out what that beeping sound is. But hopefully I will do so in episode 101. Let's see. Okay, so this produces gravel, because why wouldn't it? So gravel is then yet another side product that we need to deal with. Then let's see. Okay, so this produces chromite grade 1 again. That's interesting. So that should be going into here. Okay, then what? That's chromite grade 2, that's done. Chromite reacts, we aren't producing any one of those yet. Let's see, this is chromite grade 3. Grade 3 should become grade 4 and chromite reacts in a hydrocyclone. And this is kind of almost too easy now, it feels like. But then again, this is not the most complicated chromite recipe thing yet. Ah! No! Thank you. 3. Okay, so you can maybe have a bit more space. Like that. And let's see. Chromite grade 3, 1 to 1. Okay, sure thing. Power is also a thing. Water is apparently also a thing. Ah. Okay. Chromite grade 4 and reacts. Very well. And so, okay, this was... okay. Chromite reacts, sure. Reacts over here. Oh, come on. And then this is also producing grade 4. And these reacts are producing grade 3s, which we can maybe just put into here. So grade 3s come back here. Good, and then it's just the last step in this whole mess. Okay, second last step. Whatever. Will this work? Yeah, it kinda will, I think. No problem here. Whoa! 5 chromite sound. Holy cow, okay. Let's change this little setup a little bit. So chromites grade 4. Good, chromite sound. Perfect, here you made this, probably. And if I'm not mistaken, this has a shit ton of usages. Because this can become acetone and lithium chloride and molten chromium and yeah. So providing this to LTN would be nice. How far away are we from the closest LTN station? Not too far. Oh dear, okay. One building of leftover provider. Might want to remember to add inserters. And as this is a multi-provider, let's use this little setup. Okay, so chromite sound should come here as well, I think. And for this, we might want to have a green wire. So chromite sound less than 2000 or so. Might come in handy at some point. Hopefully will come in handy at some point. But we should have a splitter and it should prioritize the left-hand side. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry. And I'm still wondering what that mysterious ticking noise is. It's a pipe bomb! Yay! Sorry if I spoiled anything there. Okay, let's see. That, and that is done, so only one thing left, and that's the casting unit. Yes, okay. So this will be very interesting. Maybe. Oh wait, this actually needs a soil extractor, which I also can't build because I don't have the stone. I know a place. I think I know a place where that has that. Also, I know a place that needs to have some Nextly tiles. Thank you. So much faster. So, soil extractor, because in order to make limestone, which I need for this, I can use this. So sand casting and carbon dioxide. So sand casting we can probably easily request. And that can come maybe into a belt over here, sort of. That's gonna be one heck of a long belt, but We have seen worse. Sand casting. And it's 2000. Just a bit. And then we need to have that sand casting over here, naturally. And then we should get out of the way. Actually, we can go fetch some more belts. And the time is almost up. And I still haven't gone over 1.5 hours, and I don't plan on starting to do so today. So we will be saying goodbye very shortly. Thank you, transport belts. I'm running out of iron, yeah. Do I have a pie tank? I do soon. Do I have a pump? I already have a pump actually. 3 of them even. So it seems like the sand casting is on its way, I hope. Yes, excellent. Excellent. So that sand casting should just go over here. Okay. And then we will put that into here, and then we will just make a requester over here, which will happen in the next episode. And look at this, what we have here. A radar. How long have you been there? Nice. Yeah, and then we'll just need to provide the outputs of this, which will happen in the next episode. So I thank you very much for watching. Thank you for watching 100 episodes or 10 episodes or 1 episode or however much you have watched. That doesn't matter. Right, this was a soil extractor, of course. And soil extractors do need water, so... Oh well, that's something to fix in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. 100 episodes!